And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the goal. You know the thing.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers, no more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
Isn't it wonderful to allow protesting? No.
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe with the money flying at her, the juxtaposition of that being allowed, she's got a wet pussy, what are you going to do about it? So fine. But the strange way we deal with cancel culture, the strange way that the mainstream version, rid of all of these things, and then we say, oh, but the woman with the leaking pussy, and with the leaking pussy, with the leaking pussy, and oh, but the woman with the we say, oh, but the woman with the leaking pussy and the bucket and the mop and the whole thing and the girl dancing in the shoe that.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Get your words straight, Jack.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 He 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 comes in your grandmother. Your grandmother. Your grandmother. Your grandmother. Your father. He comes in your grandmother. Father. He comes in your grandmother. Father. He comes in your grandmother. Your father. They're coming all over the place.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
And my kids jumping on my lap. 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 And I love kids jumping on my lap.
I don't wear a mask like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from me, and he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 billion to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
You know, the truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
And we're getting crowds like this. We were all over the last couple of weeks. We like to troll. We like to go the night before one of their primaries. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. 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 It's called We Do a Little Trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. Little trolling. Little trolling. Little trolling. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. Bernie Sanders was very upset. Why would he be there? Why? Because I want to win. I want to. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Bottom line, the American dream, the great American dream versus being a socialist hellhole.
You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is. Dying. That's true. Dying. That's true. Dying. That's true. You're dying. That's true. You're dying. That's true. You're dying. That's true. It is what it is.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. Everybody comes in your grandmother.
Get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
Is this fucking thing on? Jesus Christ. Jesus motherfuck. Can you fucking... Okay. Can you... Just... I can't. Anyway, welcome, folks. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm wearing my hat today. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm wearing a hat. Look at that. See? Anyway, so we are here. This is a show. This is a live show. This is a show that's live. This is a live experience. I stream live, and it is live, and I will be streaming live right now because I'm still streaming live. Anyway, so we've got a jam-packed episodic installation. Not really. Not really. I'm lying to you. If I were like anyone else, if I were a real YouTuber, I'd be like, hell yeah, what's up, everybody? But, you know, I'm not. So, here we are. So yeah, I've basically got nothing. I've got nothing to talk about. I mean, I have a little bit to talk about. I mean, we could talk about, you know, we could talk about this, right? You want to just start this off? You want to start this fucking shit off? Let's start it off. All right, so Joe Biden, President of the United States of America, was caught being cringe yet again. So let's read. Biden White House sandbags staffers, sidelines dozens for pot use. Folks, pot use. Could you imagine? Holy shit, this is a great graphic, by the way. Reefer sadness. I love that. Reefer sadness. That's really funny. Anyway, let's read. Several staffers were informally told by transition officials that some past marijuana use would be overlooked, only to be told again they were being asked to resign. So this isn't about people like smoking weed on the job, like, hey man, like, you know, man, like that's not what's happening. They're not being caught smoking fucking doobies in the closet, motherfucker. This is like, well, yeah, you know, I smoked like 20 years ago, but I didn't inhale, bro. And they're still getting fucking fired? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm sorry, but like, that is the ultimate form of cancel culture. Can we talk about this? Joe Biden engages in cancel culture of the highest form. See, get it? The highest form? I love it. Anyway, dozens of young White House staffers have been suspended, asked to resign, or placed in a remote work program due to past marijuana use, frustrating staffers who were pleased by initial indications from the Biden administration that recreational use of cannabis would not be immediately disqualifying for would-be personnel, according to 3 people familiar with the situation. The policy has even affected staffers whose marijuana use was exclusive to one of the 14 states in the District of Columbia, where cannabis is legal. Sources familiar with the matter also said a number of young staffers were either put on probation or canned because they revealed past marijuana use in an official document they filled out as part of a lengthy background check for a position in the Biden White House. Like, bro, what the fuck? Seriously. In some cases, staffers were informally told by transition higher-ups ahead of joining the administration that they would likely overlook some past marijuana use, only to be asked later to resign. There were one-on-one calls with individual staffers, ex-staffers. One former White House staffer affected by the policy told the Daily Beast, I was asked to resign. Nothing was ever explained on the calls, they added, which were led by White House Director of Management and Administration Anne Philippic. The policies were never explained. The threshold for what was excusable and what was inexcusable was never explained. If you smoked a doobie back in fucking, 12th grade and you're now 64 years old, sorry. Hey, I don't make the rules, except I do, and I'm choosing to enforce those rules on you for no reason. Anyway, should I bother reading the rest of this? I don't fucking know. But anyway, this is dumb. This is garbage. Who cares? Why would you fucking, I'm serious. Even if someone were actively working in the White House and actively smoking weed on the job, honestly, I think they deserve a promotion. If I were to walk into the chief of fucking staff's office and he's lighting up a fucking bong rip, right, I would be like, damn, hell yeah, let me get in on that. And then if he's calling up a fucking world leader or whatever, and he's high out of his fucking asshole, I think that would make for a better fucking political agenda, personally. I think if everyone in the White House were high 24/7, I think that we'd have a lot better of a society, let me just tell you. But again, Smokey Joe not sending his best. In fact, at this point, it's arguable that he's sending his worst. What the fucking motherfuck? And where's Kamala Harris, by the way? Where is she? She went on there and was like, if we get in office, we're going to decriminalize marijuana. It's going to be in the first 100 days. What? What? It's okay, so you're going to decriminalize marijuana in the first 100 days. Well, I've got news for you. It's been 6 weeks, pal, as Joe Biden likes to say. And where's the decriminalized marijuana? It's not over there. It's not over there. Wait, let me check my hat. I can't find it, folks. I can't fucking find it. What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing? Putting the hat back on. Woo! All right, folks. We got a show. Jenna Nix in the chat room. We got H00K in the chat room. We got Bodan in the chat room. Andrea's Blood Pillow in the chat. We got Gazee ass motherfucking Bo in the chat. We got Billiard ass motherfucking Dullard in the chat. We got Brooke in the chat. We've got Good Morning Comrade in the chat. We've got Mr. Freak Glitcher in the chat. We've got Guinea20 in the chat. We got Chokin on Ashes61. We've got Damn It Gary, who's probably not even here anymore. We got Aunt Tifa, folks. Aunt Tifa is here. We got Home. We got motherfucking Abigail. We got son of a bitchin' wit ass motherfucking Shunt. Getting my first shot on the 23rd. Hell yeah, buddy. We got Edwin ass motherfucking ass in the chat. We got Joshua Kisua in the chat. I marched into Congress and decreed they forced the vote. And now we all have healthcare and housing. Hell yes. Thank you for that. We got DS in the chat. We got Claudia in the chat. We got Manus Byron, who should be fucking going to school right now. It's a fucking school day, and instead you're watching Above It All. That's actually pretty cool. The Ultimate Being 01's commentary. Glenn Greenwald responded to me on Twitter. He cried that I attacked him for being gay. What the fuck? Would you send me a DM on Twitter about that? We got Andrea's Chatbot Cop. Oh shit. We got Bonjo Dave. We got Felix Cornass motherfucking ass. We got Anastasia L. Be sure to check the link in the... I've seen the link. I will check it out momentarily when the stream is over. Thank you, though. We got Joe's Campos. We got Matt Strack Bean. You got 2 months of unemployment all at once? Hell yeah. Could always speak about Jimmy Dore going radio rental on Twitter last night. Radio rental. I wish I knew what that meant. Maybe I'll talk about that. I don't know. Do I want to turn into a Jimmy Dore reaction channel? Yeah, of course. But do I want to be that blatant about it? I don't know. Sure, what's my Twitter? I'll link you my Twitter. Imagine not following me on Twitter. Unbelievable, folks. Unfucking believable.
Unbelievable.
Wow, I didn't know you could mispronounce my name like that. I don't even know how I pronounced it, so I'm going to pronounce it again. Manis Birini? How's that? Is that good? Fucking bitch. Woo! Alright. What is this? This was just sent to me by a one mud ass motherfucking ass. Alright, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Alright, yo. Okay, so I got some breaking news, folks. Alright. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Check this out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I fucking...
Uh-oh.
I could watch this all day. I could watch this all day. This is so good. His reaction, I like the speed at which this is like, you know, like this is serious. Like if your mom is like walking into your room at night and you're caught like playing Game Boy or something, this is like the speed of which I would fucking throw that shit across the room. Look at this. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
The uh-oh is so good. Lord have motherfucking mercy. Sean Hannity, exposed, folks. Exposed. Holy shit. That's extremely funny. That's extremely funny. He's got the goofy vape stick. That's correct. He's got a goofy ass motherfucking vape stick. Uh-oh. I'm drinking a 0 sugar Mountain Dew Major Melon. Today is my 40-ish hour break from caffeine, and I decided to break it with some Major Melon. Goddamn son of a bitch. Alright, folks. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. If you're not having a good day, feel free to let me know why you're not having a good day. Hello, Thomas Petsass. Hello, Mila Resan. What's up? Woo! Yeah, I covered that the other day, Genenix. It was extremely funny. And then, like, as soon as, like, he was told that he was on air, right, he just shut up. He was silent. He was gone. Oh, Lord. Oh my god. Okay. This is actually really funny. This is really funny. So, Glenn Greenwald's been doing some really bizarre stuff recently. I'm not even going to bother reading that. But this is a pretty good comment here. Glenn has 2 modes of attack. Go after the LGBTQ and the black people. Of course, Glenn Greenwald has recently been saying if you come out as trans after 30 years old, you're only doing it for woke points. Why would you come out as trans in your 30s? Otherwise, you're just woke. You're just trying to get some woke points, right? So he wrote about that recently. I'm not going to go into depth. But, okay, so I want to be very clear here. Chris A. Jackson 01 on Twitter has 238 followers, right? And Glenn Greenwald has 1.6 million followers. And look at this. You're literally going after an LGBTQ person right now. A Jewish one, in an interracial marriage specifically, using your platform to stoke hatred and harassment against me by your followers. This motherfucker has 1.6 million motherfucking followers responding to someone with 200 using words like, you're using your platform. What fucking platform, bro? What fucking platform? I got news for you, motherfucker. If you've got 200 followers, you've got no platform. No offense to Christopher Jackson, but you've got no motherfucking platform if you've got 200 fucking followers. I'm sorry. And if you've got 1.5 million motherfucking followers, which are mostly probably fucking like, you know, right-wing MAGA people, right? And you go after someone, even in a reply, even if you don't quote them or retweet them, if you go after them in a reply, you're going to get your fucking legions of cringers to follow you because you've got millions of motherfucking you got millions of followers. I literally, that is, I just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I'm talking to a bisexual man. Excuse the lack of deference you're owed. But stop using your platform to attack and stoke hatred against... Fucking your platform, dude. Imagine 200 followers, your platform. This is like... I literally... Is Glenn Greenwald okay? Like, this guy needs therapy, man. What the fuck is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? Seriously, what the fuck? Let's look into this original tweet here. The years-long smear campaign against Jesse Singal by a good chunk of the left liberal media, fabricating claims that he's a harasser and stalker of trans women, is one of the most repulsive things I've seen, yet illustrative of their tactics. Glad to see it getting attention. I don't know who that is, so I can't really comment on this. But over the last fucking, like, I saw this over the last, like, 24 hours. Glenn Greenwald was going out there and saying, oh yeah, if you transition in your 30s, you're doing it for woke points. You're not really trans. If you are married and then, you know, you transition throughout the marriage, sorry, you got married when you were heterosexual or something, and therefore, you know, you're not really trans or you're not really married. I don't know what the fuck. Like, seriously, this guy is a fucking freak show. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is also a freak show, given the fact that Glenn Greenwald is defending him. But I don't know who this is. But you know, either way, this is a giant disaster. I literally can't. Using your platform to stoke hatred and harassment against me. Bitch, this guy's got 200 fucking followers, man. 200 followers! Wow, there is a lot. This guy is like, Glenn Greenwald is experiencing like a major form of psychosis right now. And it's just, we're all watching it happen. Like, this guy is fucking out of control. Someone's got to put the leash back on that guy. Like, seriously. Wow, man. That's crazy. Max is currently licking himself. Maxie! No, he looked at me. He's like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Glenn said that Tucker Carlson was a socialist. He's basically Jimmy Dore, but was more successful. Emphasis on was, for sure. Glenn definitely lost the plot. Definitely not the worst person. Definitely hypocritical. Not relatable to the average person. Way too rich. Yeah, he's definitely, like, way out of touch. He's definitely, like, a hardcore aristocrat. All he needs to do is get even to even get a bit of good faith points is to have one trans person on to offer some perspective. Literally, I mean, we're still waiting. I mean, we're going on fucking 6 months now, and he hasn't responded to my request for a conversation. Trump and Le Pen were socialists. Yeah, I'm sorry, the guy's a fucking freak. Like, he's a freak. It's a shame we lost him. I do not agree with that language. Do we lose Glenn Greenwald, or was Glenn Greenwald just using leftist rhetoric to build an audience to try to promote fucking fascism to socialists? I don't think we lost anything, personally. I think the guy's always been sus. If you look into his history, he's basically always been sus. And he's always kind of been rich, and he's basically just, you know... He's done a few good stories, sure. But, I mean, broken clock is right twice a day. If you're in journalism for 20 years, you're going to maybe have 3 or 4 decent stories. But, yeah. Oh, he will, and it will for sure be Blair White. I swear to God, if Blair White does a fucking cameo with fucking Glenn Greenwald, that would be fucking incredible. Sadly, a lot of lefties think socialism is just populism. Look at Rising. Look at Rising. Rising is one of the biggest fucking shit fuck shows I've ever seen in my life. Look at fucking Rising. Imagine falling for that fucking shit, man. Couldn't be me. Alright, so this is an interesting story. We're gonna get into some interesting stories. I just want to announce that I may be doing somewhat shorter shows over the next week or so. My brother is coming. He's flying in. And I haven't seen him in a couple months, so probably not going to be doing a full 2 hours every single day over the next week. So I'm just throwing that out there. And, so yeah, I'm going to be doing some other stuff. Some other stuff is going to be happening. And, maybe I'll stream some of it. Maybe we'll get him on at some point. I don't know. Probably not, because he's a fucking freak. But we'll see. And, so yeah, that'll be the way. That'll be happening. So, he's coming tomorrow evening. So, keep that in mind. This is correct. We've got a lot of racist, sexist, queerphobe comrades out there. It's actually a huge problem. When I was, doing stuff with the Bernie campaign, I met a bunch of people that were, let's just say, very questionable. Let's just say. I can't stand Rising. Me neither. It's just really fucking bad. Crystal's not even good. Like, that's the thing. It's like, she's like, is she cute? I guess, maybe. But if you're watching YouTubers because they're cute, you gotta be watching all of my videos 100% of the way through. Duh. Right? But I mean, she's also very much so establishment. Like, she, LARPs as anti-establishment, but she, when you look at her policies and her politics, she is not really anti-establishment. The actual policies she proposes are very milquetoast center, she did this whole Medicare for all thing, and then, but Andrew Yang has a good Medicare for, but Tulsi Gabbard's got a good Medicare for all. She did this fucking, bizarre bullshit, so, I don't know, fuck her. And then, obviously, she does a show with fucking Sagar, which is and then she wrote a book with Sagar and is friends with Sagar about how the left and the right, we're both just populists, we want the same things. And it's wasn't Sagar, caping for fucking genocide, a couple months ago? I don't know, man. I haven't seen any of the Kyle and Crystal podcasts, but I'm assuming it's probably just as bad. I don't know. I really don't want to shit on Kyle too much, because I kind of like him, but I've seen a lot of cringe from him. And, we're getting to the point where it's actually a problem. She thirst trapped me for a minute. I snapped out of it, though. Robert, I remember when you were last on Above It All, there was an intervention. We had to discuss the fact that you were so obsessed with Rising, and you wanted to make an entire show dedicated to Crystal, and you had a shrine in your bedroom dedicated to her, where the fucking music was constantly playing. It was, it was kind of a disaster, but I'm glad that you snapped out of it. Didn't Sagar buy into Nate Silver's bullshit after Ben Burgess basically proved that Nate Silver isn't an honest actor? I don't know what bullshit you're referring to, and I also don't follow Sagar. So I don't know. I only know a little bit through osmosis. Yeah, I do remember the Nathan Robinson bullshit. That was very, very on point. I don't agree with him on everything, but he's when he has a good take, he usually takes that good take to its logical conclusion. There's a lot of people in you know, that right and like, you know, like there's a lot of that like kind of PMC liberal lefty kind of, you know, like champagne socialist kind of people that like will not take takes to their logical conclusions. But Nathan often, like when he has a good take, he has a really good take, but he doesn't always have good takes, and you gotta, you know, you gotta sift through the bullshit. But anyway, so we got this story here. This is a story, and we've got Max the dog. Oh, Max the dog, folks. We've got a story. Hook at Hook, fucking H-O-O-K. Their name is not H-O-O-K. It's Hook with zeros. Come on now. Yeah, that's what got me into politics. So sad to see how stupid he's been. Again, if y'all want me to, you know, shit on Kyle Kulinski, feel free to send me videos to shit on. I've held back a little bit on him. I made a couple videos critiquing him on trans issues, but I don't know. He's had a lot of really bad fucking takes. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's very troubling to me. Anyway, so we got a story. There is a story, and this is it's a story. And I just want to say ACAB, first of all, because, you know, the first, like, you know, like, just, okay. Jack in the Box restaurant manager stabbed by a customer who refused to wear a mask, police say. You ready for this? You ready for this? Let's go. Police are looking for a man who allegedly stabbed a restaurant manager multiple times after he was told to wear a mask inside a Jack in the Box restaurant in League City, Texas. Texas, folks! Now, this is what the cops had to say. So, a motherfucker walked into a goddamn fucking Jack in the Box and stabbed a bitch. And this is what the cops have to say. It's a very polarizing situation, League City Police Chief Gary Ratliff said, where some folks don't believe that you should be that there should be masks and others do. What? The motherfucker stabbed someone. The motherfucker stabbed someone. And then the police are like, well, I don't know. You know, some people really just don't believe. And this is like, again, this is the fucking thing. All cops are bastards. They're garbage. Every single one. Yes, your father. Yes, your mother. Yes, your cousin. Yes, your brother. Yes, your fucking whatever the fuck. They're all garbage. They're scumbag fuck shit motherfuckers. You remember when that guy just went out and just shot and tried to kill Asian women in Atlanta, Georgia? And then the cops are like, bro, he was just having a bad day. Right? You know, we all have bad days. I've been there, man. Now, I haven't killed 8 people, but we all have bad days. You know, some people think, like, you know, if I went on, like, I don't want to, you know, personalize this, but if someone goes on a fucking killing spree because they think gas prices are too high, are the cops going to go out there and go like, well, I mean, some people think the gas should be a little cheaper. Like, if someone were to go out there on a killing spree because, you know, like, fucking they had medical debt or something and they think that we need Medicare for all, would the cops go out there and say, well, you know, some people think that we should not have medical debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the cops are going to go out there. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. This is what triggered me. I was just reading this, and this is what triggered me. According to the police, James Schulz, 53, entered the restaurant Wednesday night without a face mask. He was requested to wear one to be served or to use the drive-thru. The customer belligerently refused, Ratliff said, and accused the restaurant staff of not wanting to serve him because he was homeless. Schulz then walked toward the door as the manager turned his back. He allegedly ran behind the manager, tackled him, and stabbed him multiple times in the arm and upper torso with what appeared to be a pocket knife, according to Ratliff. Several co-workers ran to the manager's aid, and Schulz fled the restaurant on a bicycle. The manager was transported to an area hospital with 3 stab wounds, was treated, and released. Police are still looking for Schulz and describe him as a transient living in the area. A transient? Is that the noun? Come on now. Ratliff said a lot of people should respect the mask policies of local businesses. A lot of these people have had some of these events. I don't know this manager, but have had personal events with loved ones that have died and passed away as a result of COVID, as some of our officers have. All I would ask is that people respect the opinions and the policies of these businesses. Again, cops are fucking cringe, bro. Like, I literally cannot imagine you are at a press conference talking about someone being stabbed because the other guy didn't want to wear a mask, and you go like, well, it's just an opinion, bro. It's an opinion. You should respect other people's opinion, but at the end of the day, it's an opinion. Are germs real? I don't know, bro. Are germs real? Does anyone know? Is the jury in or out? What is a germ? I don't know, man. My opinion? Germs don't exist. It's just my opinion. And I'll stab a motherfucker over that opinion, but at the end of the day, it's my opinion. Again, cops are fucking cringe. Yes, your brother, your mother, your uncle, your aunt, they're all garbage. If you have a cop in your family, try to get the fuck away from them. Reminder, 40% of the spouses of police have self-reported, that they have been abused by their spouse who's in law enforcement. That's 40% that have reported. That's 40% that have spoken up. That's nearly half that have actually reported it. How many fucking people out there do you think are married or have relations or, are related to a person in law enforcement that don't self-report that in a survey and don't report that data in surveys? Probably a lot more than fucking 40%, right? So cops are garbage. They will always be garbage. And again, this is something that only would happen in Texas. Let's be honest here. Lord have motherfucking mercy. I really just don't like cops at all. What's poppin', OND Zan Zan? What's up? Hello, Will the motherfucking warlord. Charlie Walker, how dumb are you, bro? Y'all want to know why Charlie Walker's being cringe in the chat? Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Y'all are gonna love this. This guy is dumb as a motherfucker. This is one of the things that is really bizarre to me about fascists and right-wingers that just come to my channel, is they're all so unintelligent. These people don't know anything. I'm scrolling through my comments. This guy wrote an essay on one of my videos and got extremely triggered over a joke, and I'm trying to find it. And now they're coming into the live stream and they're like, this person says a joke sometimes, therefore they shouldn't be taken seriously. They made a joke in a video a couple days ago, therefore... I'm just looking for it. Hold up. I get a lot of comments, man. Here we go. So I made a video the other day about Colorado and Nebraska having a war over meat. And I was being over the top and I was being dramatic. Now, I agree with everything that I said. I was being dramatic, obviously. But this guy wrote a fucking essay, right? I have no ethical defense for eating meat. But your sanctimonious attitude is never going to convince anyone to stop eating meat. In fact, it will do the exact opposite. Bitch, my video was not about convincing people to not eat meat. It was a fucking, it was a literal comedy video. I was making a fucking, a dramatic hyperbolization of what I believe. It was a fucking video. I'm a funny person. I say funny things sometimes, right? And this guy gets extremely fucking triggered. I am going through a process of reducing my meat consumption from previously eating meat 7 days a week to about 4 to 5 now. Hopefully down to 3 in a few months' time. Then off it all together. But life is not about being perfect in your synergy of ethics and desire to eat tasty, meaty food. Reminder, I literally say in the video at the end that it's about harm reduction. And at the end of the day, I can't expect everyone to stop eating things immediately, right? It's about reducing harm, right? And I also said it's about 1 day out of 365 days. If you can't not eat meat 1 out of 365 days, chances are you're a fucking dipshit, okay? But this guy, not only did this dumb bitch motherfucker not watch the whole video, he got triggered by maybe the first 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and then decided to write a fucking personal essay on the fucking video. Let's keep going. None of us are perfect, but so long as people try to do some types of progress, then we are heading in the right direction. I agree. Telling those people they are wrong, evil, assholes, etc. is a strategy always heading for failure. First of all, I never said that. That's a lie. That's completely manufactured. Second of all, it's a fucking joke, dude. If you can't tell that I'm joking when I'm like literally like drooling out of my fucking face for some reason, like, I'm sorry, bitch motherfucker, I suggest therapy, right? And then I say, LMAO triggered by a comedy video, raffle emoji. And then they say, ah, I see. We should not take you seriously. Gotcha. Right? And okay, that's the end of it. And then this dumb motherfucker comes into the fucking live chat. Check this out. This dumb motherfucker. And says, this clown. This clown. And then says, is this another comedy skit I should not take seriously? Like, I understand, right? If you've got psychological issues and it's hard for you to like understand when something's a joke and when something's serious, I understand. Maybe my videos aren't for you. That's okay, right? But again, the world is not binary. The world is not if you eat meat once you're canceled and should get the gulag, motherfucker, versus if you don't eat meat ever in your entire life, you're perfect and amazing and you're blessed by God. The world is not binary. Like I said in the motherfucking video that this guy had a triggered comment meltdown over, like, I literally said it's about harm reduction. I agree with him. He agrees with me, but he just got triggered by a fucking joke I made because he's a fucking child, right? And now again, it's either everything I say is serious and I'm 100% as serious. Hello everyone, I'm an official news anchor. I'm 100% serious all the time. If I ever say a joke, you should stop it. You should unsubscribe immediately if you ever hear me say anything that's unserious, versus whoop-a-doop-a-doo-dah, everything I say is not true. It's not a binary, motherfucker. Let's see, does this guy have any other comments? What a fucking freak. Is that it? Is that it? Did he leave? Wait, and then he's like, and then this dumb motherfucker, like, everyone's just ignoring his stupid ass. Everyone's like, what is this guy talking about? And then Charlie Walker is again, this person is not to be taken seriously. Who the fuck, by the way, who the fuck is this person? Who the fuck is this motherfucking person? Am I this person? Who the fuck is this person? Bitch, I'm sorry, but there's like genuine communication issues with this dumb motherfucker. If you're going into a live chat with fucking 60 people, I've got 60 fucking people in this live chat, and you're going into live chat, no one knows who you are, no one understands what the fuck you're talking about, and you say this person is not to be taken seriously, chances are people are going to assume you're talking about someone who just posted in the chat message. Posted a chat message. Like fucking Realon at Charlie Walker. Who? Like, again, but this guy is so fucking stupid that they had a triggered fucking meltdown. Oh my god, they're commenting again. I'm gonna have to rewind. It appears I live in your head rent-free. Bitch, you came into my stream and posted a comment. That means you live in my head rent-free? I'm sorry, I read the chat when people fucking... Hey, Joe Chen says, I am this person, always have been. I guess Joe Chen's living in my head rent-free. Oh, Jenna Nix, I'm German. Hey, Jenna Nix is living in my head rent-free now. Oh, Andrea's chat bot cop said, at Jenna Nix, good idea. Then you have kicked the silver dude out of here. Boom. Look. Andrea's chatbot cop is now living. I responded to their chat message. How dare I? How dare I respond to their chat message? Now they're permanently like living in an apartment complex in my brain because I responded to them on my live show. I should have known that I shouldn't have ever responded to any chat message. Hamster says triggered libs. Hamster is now ethereally attached to my brain for the rest of my life. I will never stop thinking of Hamster. I will never, ever, ever stop thinking of Hamster because I replied to a single chat message. Oh, no. Fucking Charlie Walker. It was a recommended vid. I like your vids. If you like my vids, then Jesus Christ, you need to fucking learn a thing or two. Like, bitch, you've been commenting on my videos every now and then for like fucking, like, what, 6 months? And you can't tell what is hyperbole and what's not hyperbole? Like, my God, man. What a fucking freak show you are. Holy shit, motherfuck. Holy shit, motherfuck. Holy fuck. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me.
Only the really I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Like, oh my god, man. Whew. Give me a little 10 minutes. There you go. I can riff for 10 minutes off of a dumb bitch in the chat. Easy mode. Bodan is living in her head rent-free. Oh, Bodan's in my head all day. Can't stop thinking about Bodan. I live with this guy in your head, and he's a shitty roommate. Oh my fucking god. This is like old Andrea. Quick, someone get her coffee and shrooms. I'm taking a break from coffee because I've got some Mountain Dew. I know, right? I know, I'm addicted. Oh wow, you remember me. Out of all these people, I am on-houred. In all seriousness though, when you say all cops are bastards, is this a joke? No, it's not a joke. Have you ever met a good cop who's a good person? No, you haven't, because they don't fucking exist. And of course I remember you. What the fuck? Like, what do you think? I'm some fucking famous rock star that I've got like fucking trillions of fans? Of course. If you fucking comment on my videos more than once, chances are I'm gonna know who the fuck you are. Because it's just, it's basic skills of, like, it's like if you, like, it's like if I went to school, right? It's like, let's say it's like middle or high school, right? And like, you know, someone like, I bump into someone and they drop their binder and I help pick it up. And then like fucking 2 weeks later, I ran into them at the lunch table. It's like, oh, hey. And then they go like, you remember who I am? It's like, bitch, motherfucker. Like, you just left a comment on my fucking video, dude. Like, Ronnie M, 10.99 euros. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I remember people I played CSGO with twice. Me too. Black Swan Fallacy. Oh my god. I have never seen one, thus they don't exist. That's like the same argument as like, is there such a thing as a good serial killer? I don't know, man. I've never seen a good serial killer. But it would be the Black Swan Fallacy if I were to suggest that there is no good serial killer. Just because I haven't met a good serial killer doesn't mean that they don't exist. What? All cops are bastards because the jurisdiction of being a cop implies being a bastard. Just as how all serial killers are bastards, because if you're a serial killer, you're killing people, and that's fucking bad. If you're a cop, you're being a cop, and that's fucking bad. Being a cop is bad, dude. Lick the motherfucking stream, bitches. Lick the goddamn fucking stream. I've only got fucking 43 licks. Are you kidding me? I've got 43 motherfucking licks. Please lick me. I'm horny for licks. Thank you very much. Dexter's a pretty good serial killer. Nah, he killed a couple people that were innocent. Reminder. Good cops and good serial killers only exist in movies. That's true. That's true. Cops are abusive. Had a friend whose dad was a cop. He would constantly scream at his kids and cuss them out. Used to scare the crap out of me. I bet. I've had cops in my family and they're the most disgusting motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. How many do you need? I'll take as many as I can get. Woo! God, I love a good Daily Dullard. Everyone, today's Daily Dullard, Charlie Walker, folks. The Daily Dullard. Fucking Daily Dullard. My boss was a cop. If I could get $1 for every time he said the N-word, I would buy Andrea millions of licks. Holy shit, what the fuck? I just licked you. Thank you very much. Can we talk about cop replacement? I would love to talk about cop replacement. Yo, I got a fucking smudge on my motherfucking glasses. Holy shit. I don't know where my cleaning apparatus is. Where is my cleaning apparatus? It's gone, folks. It was stolen? What the fuck? My cleaning apparatus is stolen. It's gone. It's disappeared. I'll never be able to clean my glasses again, folks. It's over. Now you are making a facile argument. There is no comparison to a local PCSO, say, and a serial killer. Daily Dullard, I shall take it. Yes, there is. What is the job of a cop? To arrest people for smoking marijuana. If you arrest someone and throw them in jail for smoking marijuana, you are a garbage person. Now, if you want to say you were a cop and you let all the people slide who were smoking weed, then you're a dirty cop and you're going to get fired, right? That's the thing. If you actually want to be a good cop, you don't become a good cop for long. You maybe get a couple actions in and then you get fucking canned and then you're no longer a cop. The only good cop is an ex-cop. That's it. There is no good active duty cop. I'm sorry. If it is in your job description to ruin people's lives for smoking weed, I got news for you. You're not a good person. You're garbage, you're a fucking loser, and you're a bitch motherfucker. I'm sorry. There is no if, there is no and, there's no No, I'm sorry. You're a fucking bootlicker scumbag cunt. Licking the stream is good. I love to lick. I love being licked live on stream. I think I challenged Charlie Walker to a debate once, and I think they just ran off. Pretty sure they did. Because I remember them saying some stupid fucking shit garbage last summer, I think. Ex-Cops. That was Guar's other band in disguise. Can't tell you the name of the other because it's taboo. I didn't understand any of that. Cops just steal marijuana from evidence so they can smoke it. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a fucking racket. Pro wrestler Mustafa Ali tried to be a good cop, but then the rest of the cops chased him out of law enforcement for not being like them. Top Damage Wizard says, still don't want to address me, I see. I was a cop for 2 years. I never personally did anything wrong, but I wrote so many illegal reports and lied for bad cops, making me a bad cop. Damn. Talk about accountability. 100% of cops are bad. That is correct. Find the exception. If you think that there's an exception, find me the exception. Debate me, says, don't be frightened, my dear. Well, I'm a little frightened, to be honest with you. I'm a little frightened. How many times does she need to say ACAB? Apparently, I need to say it a lot because you motherfuckers don't understand. All cops are motherfucking bastards. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a really good article from a mainstream media outlet, and I wanted to read it. Yeah, my hair is a little itchy from this hat. Oh my god. Look at me, I'm cool. I'm cool. Alright. So, CNN wrote a good article for once, and I wanted to read it. McCarthy tries to rewrite history by claiming that he didn't back Trump's efforts to overturn the election. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy tried to rewrite history on Thursday by claiming he was not involved in former President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the election in a heated exchange during a news briefing. Again, the headline of Republican tries to rewrite history, that's good. These motherfuckers, that being CNN and mainstream media outlets, need to hold those motherfuckers, that being the Republican Party, accountable. These motherfuckers need to hold those motherfuckers accountable. Plain and motherfucking simple. Now, I'd rather them hold the Republicans accountable and not the Democrats than neither of them, which is what they've done historically. They've held neither party accountable for basically the entirety of my lifetime, probably most of y'all's lifetimes as well. But at this point, we can see that the media is now personally triggered by the Republican Party's attempt to seize power and control in the United States, which, by the way, again, if they would have done this coup and Trump were to have seized power in an illegal fashion, the media would have been the first ones to get the fucking boot. So that's why these people are personally triggered. And hey, let's take it, right? When asked by CNN's Manu Raju why it was acceptable for him to support Trump's efforts to overturn the presidential election in Congress, but to criticize Democrats for doing the same in a contested Iowa U.S. House race, McCarthy repeatedly rejected the notion that he was trying to overturn the election at all. "You're saying something that is just not true," the California Republican said, when Raju stated that Trump had tried to overturn the election results in Congress and McCarthy supported the effort. How come the Republican Party is led by these coastal elites? Like, what the fuck? Why a California Republican? Why are these coastal elites representing the House for the Republican Party? These fucking coastal fucking elites. Jesus Christ, man. McCarthy's explanation flies in the face of reality. Trump tried to pressure Congress to overturn the election, and McCarthy raised no concerns about it. He also backed a Texas lawsuit to invalidate millions of votes, and ultimately voted in favor of overturning the election results in 2 states during the votes that took place after the January 6th insurrection. So again, we're talking about they start counting the votes, and then the motherfuckers barge into the Senate and in the fucking House and try to kill them. And then, afterward, they were like, "I'll do it anyway." So it's one thing. It's one thing to do it before the rioters broke in. That's one thing. It's still garbage. It's still stupid. But to do it after, to do that after they nearly killed your own vice president, I'm sorry, motherfucker. You don't come back from that. I think we need to enact 14th Amendment Section 3, and we need to expel every single Republican and declare the Republican Party a terrorist organization. The Democrats for just trying to, just turn the page, just turn the page, just turn the page. Shut the fuck up, motherfuckers. Every single day that Madison Cawthorn, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Kevin McCarthy, Josh Hawley, all these motherfuckers are still in Congress. Every single day that goes by that they haven't been expelled is an insult to the 14th Amendment, is an insult to the Reconstruction era of this country, is an insult to history, and is an insult to everyone that voted in the fucking election. I'm sorry. Now, I don't really have that much faith in democracy, especially American democracy, but I would be, and I am, as a voter, really fucking pissed off if the party that I voted for, like, almost lost because of an extrajudicial fucking, like, coup attempt, right? Like, I would just not, I would be fucking pissed off if the party I voted for, and I am pissed off if the party I voted for just, bad. Like you're talking to a dog. Bad. Bad. No poopy on the floor. Bad. And that's it. The fuck? The fuck? McCarthy's explanation flies in the face of, I already read that. The exchange comes as McCarthy has sought to maintain a relationship with Trump while steering a party whose establishment is wary of allowing the former president to dictate the Republican path forward. McCarthy met with Trump in January to discuss the strategy for winning the House majority in next year's midterm elections. Sources told CNN at the time that Trump was focusing his political energy on targeting Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming, the third-ranking House Republican who had voted for his impeachment earlier that month. McCarthy refused to say whether he endorsed Trump's efforts to overturn the election and did not say why he hadn't spoken out against those efforts at the time if he didn't support them. "I'm not Donald Trump," McCarthy told Raju. McCarthy tried to make the case that he was objecting to only 2 states, Arizona and Pennsylvania, when he argued, which he argued would ultimately not have changed the outcome of the election. McCarthy said he stood by his support of the Texas lawsuit that tried to overturn election results, telling Raju, "The answer is yes, and you know why, because that's where you go, to the courts." Except when you don't go to the courts and you just fucking tell your supporters to go fucking storm the fucking Capitol and try to kill your own party's vice president. The guy's a fucking chump. The guy's a clown. And CNN just saying, like, again, this is a very bold headline from CNN as a mainstream journalistic outlet. McCarthy tries to rewrite history. I think that's pretty good, and they need to keep treating the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, but, you know, we'll get into that. That's my job. With that, they need to keep that same attitude against these motherfuckers. But that's my opinion on that one. Shanna, opinion, drama, inventing. The first thing I hear is motherfucker. Yikes. What are you, a fucking 6-year-old? Are you a fucking 3-year-old that wandered into the stream? Did you fucking, like, just learn to walk? Oh no! The streamer said a naughty word! Mommy, mom! Like, dude, like, come on, man. Holy fucking shit. The hell is your fucking problem? Hello, LT. The cop that saved Lil Wayne's life? I don't know what that means. Hello, Robin Healing. Better late than never. What's up, yo? Hello, Alicia. What is up? This must be the McCarthyism I've heard all about. Yeah, isn't that an interesting coincidence, by the way? Interesting that you didn't have the bandwidth to address her. Oh my god, yeah. Charlie Walker. To the other people in the chat, with respect, I only have the bandwidth to address Andrea. Then why did you ignore my last couple of questions? When are you coming on stream, bro? Yikes! Yikes! Why can't they get Manchin out? That's a good question. Get your words straight, Jack. Hold up.
Get your words straight, Jack.
God bless. Yeah, Charlie, what's up, bro? Come on, debate me. I got an article about the filibuster. The fucking motherfucking Philly ass buster.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
I would like to get a vibe check, folks. How we doing? Vibe check. Let's get it. Are we happy? Or we sad? What's the vibe check? Gimme, gimme. I do have my debating hat. That's true. I'm feeling sassy. Hell fucking yeah. My vibes are telling me that Charlie Walker is scared. They're definitely scared. This bitch-ass bitch has been fucking dodging a debate with me for literally like 6 months. Still trying to recover from hearing the word motherfucker. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yo, I'm gonna check Twitter. I'm gonna scroll through Twitter live on stream. Well, it's not gonna be live on stream because, you know. Lord have motherfucking mercy. Missed a trick not calling the channel Opinion Druma. Fucking Druma. I didn't know who they were at the time. But I'm not even gonna... I have no interest whatsoever. My poor virgin ears. Oh no! Am content? No. Am content. Me. Content. speaking of content, let's talk about the filibuster. So, the motherfucking filibuster. I got an article from CBS News here. It will be Armageddon. Some Democrats fear midterm backlash without filibuster reform. So let's read. When President Biden expressed support for a modest filibuster change this week, reform advocates took it as a major turning point. Their cause for celebration, ? The president was acknowledging the fact acknowledging that the fate of his agenda is tied to Senate procedure, which makes it difficult to deliver on campaign promises. And a stymied agenda could have consequences for the party. It will be Armageddon, Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley told CBS News when asked whether Democrats will suffer in the midterms if they don't enact filibuster reform. Our base will be so dispirited, so angry, so disaffected they will stay home, and I understand why they will stay home if we fail them. This is the kind of rhetoric that exactly is what we need publicized. This can't be what people are saying behind closed doors. These motherfuckers have to do this all day, every day, on every cable news show at all times. They need to say, I don't know why Joe Manchin's a prick motherfucking bitch-ass bitch. He needs to fucking reform the motherfucking filibuster. It's not that hard. He's failing his constituents. He's failing the country, and he's a failure. Kirsten Sinema is a failure. Why does she hate her constituents? Why does she hate America so much? They need to reform the filibuster or just switch to Republicans. Are these Republicans or are they Democrats? These motherfuckers have to use the bully-ass, motherfucking-ass, son-of-a-bitch-and-ass pulpit of their Senate seats, and they need to go in on these fucking blue dog dumb fucks. Merkley has long been pushing for filibuster changes and introduced the talking filibuster, which would require senators to actually hold the floor to hold up legislation rather than the current practice of phoning it in. In an interview with ABC News, Mr. Biden said he supported that kind of reform, which reminded him of how the upper chamber operated in his early days as a senator. Now, he said, it's getting to the point where, democracy is having a hard time functioning, my lord. Support for significant filibuster changes is still a long way off, with some Democratic senators like Joe Ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitch and ass Manchin maintaining opposition to changing the 60-vote threshold for legislation, even as they appear open to adjustments. But advocates note that Republicans haven't yet filibustered legislation, such as the COVID-19 relief bill, which was passed on party lines through a reconciliation process that only requires majority of support. Once the opposition begins in earnest to agenda items like voting rights, climate, immigration, and many other Democratic priorities, the calls from the base of the party to change the upper chamber's rules will only grow louder. Right now, it is an abstract issue. Nothing has been filibustered yet. It is going to get real quickly, said Eli Zupnik, a spokesperson for Fix Our Senate, which launched a 6-figure ad campaign this week pushing lawmakers to eliminate the filibuster. Democratic candidates didn't run on, we will do these things for you if McConnell lets us, said Zupnik, a former Senate aide. If Democrats show voters and people why they elected Democrats, they'll have the best chance of keeping the majority. If they don't do those things, people will wonder why they put Democrats in charge if they don't deliver. Well said, well said. Merkley said his party's voters are growing frustrated, having watched Republicans change the filibuster rules to confirm Supreme Court nominees with a simple majority, the court being a top GOP agenda item, while Democrats express reluctance to amend the rules for their priorities. Our base is going, what a bunch of idiots you are, Merkley said. I love this. This is awesome. I love this shit. You campaigned on this stuff, and you're going to let the Republicans have a simple majority pathway while you just say, well, I'm sorry, but we can't get anything done because McConnell's blocking us? They expect us to have the same guts to get things done that the Republicans had to get their agenda done. Let's go. Senator Dick Durbin, a member of leadership, has been pushing for filibuster reform this week. If it weren't for reconciliation, we would have little to show for this session other than nominations, he said. The filibuster has not mandated through the Constitution. The rules about, I've already said this before, but basically the filibuster was manufactured, it was made up, basically as a way to prevent black people from having full voting rights. That's why they started doing this shit. It started out as like, oh yeah, you gotta talk. If you want to talk, you talk and whatever. And then at the end of the day, majority vote. And then it was like, well, now you don't, now you 60 vote threshold, bro. Like, you need 60 votes, 2/3. I think it was 2/3, and then it was reduced to 60, something like that. In the Constitution, the Senate is a majority rule body, but now the Senate's own rules say Fuck the Constitution. All my homies hate the Constitution. Now it's no longer a fucking a majority rule body. It's now 60 vote rule body. And, reminder that the Democratic senators represent 43 million more U.S. citizens than the Republican senators. It's a 50-50 Senate. Split. 50-50. The Democrats represent 43 million more voters. That is an extremely important number. This is not a situation where it's like, oh, the party or the country is ruggedly divided so equally 50-50 and now they're struggling in the battlefield of ideas. No, motherfucker, this shit is rigged. The game is rigged. The whole fucking playing field is rigged. They need to fucking revoke, remove, reform the filibuster in any way that allows 51 votes to pass legislation. Make DC a motherfucking state. Allow Puerto Rico to have self-determination, right? Give the H.R. 1 voting rights bill, go that in, right? And then you can have the gun thing. I'll let the liberals have the gun thing if it means we can get everything else. That's my take. Anyway, more Democrats need to be going in on this. And you can read the rest of this and if you want. But again, I like the energy from Mr. Merkley there. Good ass fucking shit. The filibuster sounds like a sub sandwich that'll cause a heart attack. Hell fucking yeah. Hello, me Kalika. Hi. Watching this show, I've suddenly become a fan of the phrase bitch motherfucker. Thank you very much. It's one of my favorites. I was late. Of course she did. What? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I already covered the pot smoking thing, actually. Mansion is failing me and my neighbors. West Virginia infrastructure is crumbling and 80% of the population works in tight fast food industry. I didn't know the Young Turks was so popular in West Virginia, Sam. Holy crap. 80% of the population works with the Young Turks? Damn, bro. That's crazy. Lil Wayne talks about a cop that helped save his life after he was shot himself. By your criteria, would that cop also be considered bad? Yes. If so, then what does that mean Lil Wayne is wrong for? First of all, who the fuck cares what Lil Wayne has to say? Like, what the fuck? Why are we holding his fucking opinion and prestige? Second of all, a cop can do his job and still be a bad cop, right? If a grocery store clerk, right, is constantly poisoning all the food and then they stock one shelf properly, does that mean all of a sudden they're a good worker? No! They poisoned the fucking food in aisle 6, 4, 9, and 3. And just because they didn't poison the food in aisle 8, does that mean all of a sudden they're a good stalker? They're the best stalker. They're a good stalker. They did a great job. No! They fucking poisoned the food in half the goddamn store. So no. Still can't believe how, in America, a single word, dick, can both be a swear word, a person's name, and an intimate body part. If it were the case in Ukraine, kids would get teased to death at schools for their names. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. One cop does one good thing, so we ignore that all the bad shit they do daily. Exactly. Hello, Jimmy. What's up? Hi, Andrea. How's it going? Filibustering is a European invention. No need to thank us. You're welcome. My lord. Lol, damn it. Didn't notice the typo. I blame my phone's autocorrect. Yeah. We all blame things. Ooh. You don't understand, Andrea. Lil Wayne had a #1 hit song, so it means he can comment on political matters. Damn, I wish I could have a fucking #1 hit song. Willie as a person's part, as it is a person's part as well as being a name over here. Oh my god, fucking Willie. Fucking god damn it. Look at this dog. Look at this beautiful angel. Should I, Andrew? Should I? What do you think? I mean, he didn't make a video, did he? Like, normally he makes videos and then I'll comment on that. But do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for? Does it take... motherfucker. Sonic the Hedgehog. Hi everyone, and Andrea the B word. Hello, Sonic. Fucking fuck. Yeehaw Brewing Company, how is it? I have no idea, but I have the hat. Wolf has a horrific cloud pollution and high rates of cancer. It's the Republicans' dream come true? Well, there's a lot of states that are like that. Andrea does karaoke. Yes. How's everyone doing, folks? What's up? Mega Man Maker. Yo, that sounds awesome. Alright, folks, we got a good story here. So, folks, Russia. White House says Biden is quite busy after Putin invites president for a live chat. The White House seemingly turned down an invitation for a live public conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying President Biden is quite busy this weekend. Putin, on Thursday, challenged Biden to an on-air conversation to discuss his latest warning that Putin would, quote, pay a price following a report containing evidence of attempted Russian interference in the 2020 presidential election. Biden has also agreed that the Russian president was a killer. Folks, Russia, and then Russia, and then also Russia. Putin told a reporter in Moscow on Thursday that he wanted to invite President Biden to continue our discussion, but on the condition that we actually do it live. What the fuck? Is this like a wrestling match? But with no delays, directly in an open, direct discussion, Putin said, suggesting they hold a live conversation as soon as Friday or Monday, adding that as the world's two leading superpowers, he thought the dialogue would prove interesting for the American and Russian people, as well as for the international community. We are ready any time that is convenient for the American side, Putin added. This is awesome. I just want to say this. The idea of world leaders challenging each other to debates, this is the shit that we need. Fuck the nukes. Fuck the wars, fuck the battleships, fuck the Space Force, fuck the Air Force, fuck the fucking whatever force, fuck the force to vote, fuck all the forces, right? Fuck all that shit. All we need are the fucking, like, presidents of countries to debate each other in the battlefield of ideas. That's what we need. I want to see Putin, I want to see Biden go in a cage match. Hey, yo, motherfucker, you're a killer. And then Putin's like, well, so are you. Right? That's what I want to see. That's way more interesting than watching millions of my fellow civilians and humans die in combat over nothing. That's way better, motherfucker. I'm just saying. During the White House press briefing Thursday, Press Secretary Jen Psaki was asked about Putin's request. I don't have anything to report to you in terms of a future meeting, Psaki said. The president will, of course, be in Georgia tomorrow and quite busy. The White House National Security Council did not have an additional comment, so the request came, blah, blah, blah. Putin responded Thursday by saying it takes one to know one in response to being called a killer. Psaki on Thursday, when asked by reporters if Biden regretted his remarks, said, nope. The president gave us a direct answer to a direct question, she added. Meanwhile, the Kremlin said Friday that Putin's offer to speak with Biden was intended to prevent bilateral ties from completely falling apart. Putin made it clear it makes sense to have a talk to maintain Russia-U.S. relations instead of trading barbs. And he wanted to make it public to help diffuse tensions over Biden's very bad remarks, said his spokesperson Dmitry Peskov. A declassified report released Tuesday by the office of the director, blah, 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 the price is going to pay, blah, 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 who cares? I would love to see this, though. That would be awesome. Like, again, just as a general concept, right? We need to have world leaders duking it out in the battlefield of ideas. Like, that would be an amazing feature of the world. Like, imagine fucking, like, the, you know, instead of, like, Donald Trump killing the fucking top general of Iran's military or something, imagine if they just got into the fucking, like, you know, into, like, a fucking recording studio. Like, imagine if they got into Joe Rogan's podcast. Remember, by the way, like, on the side note, remember when Joe Rogan almost got Biden and Trump to debate each other, but then Biden was too beta to do it? Do you remember that? How cool would that have been, man? A 3-hour fucking debate. Oh, that would have been amazing. I hate Joe Rogan, but, you know, just throwing that out there. But that's what we need. We need to have Joe Rogan does international fucking debates. That would be amazing. And obviously, of course, Putin is garbage. Putin is horrendous. Russia, they're fucking everything about their fucking foreign policy right now, not good, folks. Not good. Everything about their domestic policy, not good, folks. Not good. Now, does that mean I think that Joe Biden should go out there and, you know, shit talk them constantly? I don't know. I'm not a fucking foreign policy expert. I don't know that's a good idea to shit talk fucking nuclear superpowers. Hey, you know. But at the same time, I would love to see this debate happen because 1, it would be entertaining. 2, I could live stream it. And 3, it would be kind of unprecedented. Has there ever been a live debate between 2 world powers? I've never seen it before. That sounds awesome, and I want to see it. Imagine Justin Trudeau versus Donald Trump or something like that. Imagine like wouldn't that be awesome? Like, can you like imagine a scenario like that? Like, Jesus Christ. Imagine, like, fucking Joe Biden versus Jair Bolsonaro. That'd be cool as hell, right? Let's get it, man. Let's have, like a fucking, like, Dragon Ball Z-style tournament, right? Let's have all, like, 190-something countries, right, all get their world leaders to go up into a tournament in the battlefield of ideas. Wouldn't that be amazing? And the winner wins, like, infinite doses of the COVID vaccine. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's turn this into something that's fun. Let's have a fun 2021, y'all. Let's go. Anyway, that's, you know. There you go. Sure, that sounds like a sensible policy, but have you ever tried DMT? Oh, God. Bodan, of course it's disturbing to me. I would pay to watch Biden and Putin to have a one-on-one duel with pistols in Minecraft. Have Andrea Vaush, Jimmy Dore, and Glenn Greenwald moderate. Oh, Lord. A democratic Russia is more of a threat to American interests than the dictatorship they have now? Maybe. I think Debate Lord YouTube has proven that it only escalates fanboys more. Exactly. You're too addicted to charismatic leader. Are you talking to me? Who am I addicted to? That's what the UN is for, I thought. No, but we gotta make it televised and it's gotta be on fucking pay-per-view. I'm going to post some progress pics in Discord on my... Hook, fucking be careful, bro. Reminder, rule number 1 of the internet. Do not incriminate yourself. Thank you. Reminder, folks, lick the stream. Lick it right now. If I get 69 licks, what I will do is I will lick the webcam. So you will see my tongue on the webcam. I will lick my webcam if I hit 69 licks on the stream. So, come on, folks. You don't want to see my fucking tongue up close and personal? We all know you want to see my fucking tongue up close and personal, so... Come on. I have only ever done legal things, and I have never done illegal things. I do illegal things all the time, but I don't incriminate myself. Oh, no! Bodan, no! Oh boy, did I lick the stream hard. God bless. We're at 63 licks, folks. 64 licks. I'd pay to see Biden high on DMT. I personally think that all elected officials should have to do mandatory psychedelics. That's what I would think. I think it would make them better people. I think it would make them more compassionate. That's what I think. Just saying. Save tongue vids for OnlyFans. I don't know if I can make OnlyFans cash with just my tongue. We saw your tongue a couple days ago, and it was white and pale. Be nice. Be nice. The only illegal things I do are in video games. I love video games. Hey, sorry I'm late. Had to get some prescriptions. Ooh, baby. What you got? Any goodies, Bob? Any goodies you want to share with the classroom? 65 licks. Come on, folks. What gives? What gives? Whew. Huh. Valium? Yo, give me. I want some, motherfucker. Biden will be a Gilroy if he goes on live with him and starts talking about his hairy legs and then says roll him up, bang him on the curb, get him rusty, put him in a rain barrel, get him rusty. I don't really care about that. I understand that it's funny, Good Morning Comrade, but that's not my wheelhouse. I really don't give a shit. Do some UK politics. I want to hear your take on what? Feel free to send me some news, I guess. Woo! Fuck me. Holy crap. I do like Valium. Yo, same. Yo, motherfucker, I just saw someone unlike the stream. Imagine. Hot take. UK politics? Cringe. Yeah, the UK is fucked for a long time. Had to pick up some S'mores Quest bars. Ooh! Love it. Yo, I just saw 3 motherfuckers unlike the stream. I see you. Did you see the last oon of Charlie Hebdo degusting? I don't know what that means. I love the space exclamation point on Bodan's message. Anyway, folks, that's about it for my show today. Again, we're 2 likes short of 69. So, it's a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all 10 more seconds. The Joe Manchin and the Kirsten Cinema of this chat room. 10 seconds to like the motherfucking stream. We're at 5 seconds. We need 1 more like. We're at 67. We need 2 more likes. It appears 68 and oops. Out of time, folks. We're out of time. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's over.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.
My opinion is never too much. Little double sound check. So that's the story, folks.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word. The first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, "Pigs in a blanket," talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back. Kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.